Hey guys, Joel at Hunters Customs here, and this is just as much for your reference as it is for mine. This is how to scale stuff to where you can put joints and stuff. It's for 3D printing, so if you wanted to put a joint into something, boolean, it's about 3D printing and like how to get the right boolean size. So here we have, I have some examples there. So we have our peg. We have this. I created in Plasticity, which is a CAD program, because it gave me the exacts, and so I've worked with it before, and I know that on my filament printer, if I need a 0.03 ratio change, so that's not, we're not talking about 0.03 millimeters or whatever, we're talking about 0.03 scale for the tolerance. Okay, so I would just make either the part smaller or the hole bigger by 0.03. So I know for this printer, my resin printer, that we're looking at a 0.05 tolerance. So I went ahead and set this up in Plasticity, and this is the first time I've kind of set this down to be like, okay, if I was working purely in Zbrush, if I didn't want to open up a CAD program, this is what we're looking at, right? So here we have the peg, here we have the block, you see the hole, and here we have a boolean just to kind of dissect it and show us what's on the inside. Now if you look at this, you can see that this is the same exact size as the hole itself, and if I boolean that out, you'll see that it is all lined up and matching. So how would you do this in ZBrush? This is actually way super easy, and I'm mad it took me this long. So let's get started. So you duplicate the thing that you want to make the hole of, right? And we're going to hide that. So you see, here it is, dupe, with the perfect thing around it. Now, we're going to go to deformation, and you're going to go to size here. I don't know what the numbers mean, but honestly, it's, to me, what I'm getting is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is your tolerance on a 0.01, 0.02, 0.03. If it's 1, it's 0.01. If it's 2, it's 0.02, 3.03, etc. Right? That's what we're looking at. So you can also change this if you look here, XYZ. So if you didn't want to change a particular axis, so like if we didn't want the Y to change for whatever reason, I can't think of right now. There's certain circumstances where you wouldn't want it to change all the way around. But I think it all honestly was like set to just X before, so I had to make sure you select all these. So here it is. Make sure you select everything if you want everything. And so then we're just going to go boop, 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 boop. And that was 4, so that was wrong. But or you can click it. Oops. Let's try that again. Click it, and I can type in 5, and I hit Tab. And now, let's see. Where is my... Okay. Oh, pressing the wrong button. You gotta get reassist program. So now you have it, and we're just gonna raise that up to match, and there it is. So you'd want to kind of, and I think that might be. It's like I think you do have to have it all XYZ, but this is where I'm like, if you don't scale Y, then it would be in the right place, but technically you would also need to scale all 3 in this regard. But that said, you would just make sure that wherever you put this hole is definitely lined up with has a nice solid spacing, so equidistant around it. And there you go. That's how you would make your tolerances. So that would work for anything that I can think of. If you want, as I said, if you want a 0.01, it's size 1, 0.02, size 2, etc. The alternative, if you are a glutton for punishment, is we can take this. I'll put that back up here. And if you were to size this, there is a number there, and you can size that up to where it says 0.05. And then boom, you have 0.05 that way, but now you have room for or margin for error when you do that. See, it's not perfectly there, but if you don't super care or whatever, or if you did for whatever reason want one of those like weird funky numbers, then the 0.05 whatever is close in range to deformation scale 5, right? So that is it. Took a little bit more time, I think, to talk about it than I meant to. So like, subscribe, follow, and if this goes really well, then I'll try to share more advice and stuff in the future. Later.